Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the decision control and looping statements in C language. So decision control or looping statements are nothing but sometimes called as a control structures or control statements. So the name itself indicating that it controls the flow and execution of the statements. So these control statements are classified as a three types. So decision making branching statements or selection statements, sequence statements, or looping or iterative statements. So first of all, we will discuss about the decision making or branching statements. So generally in C language, the statements are executed like this manner. First statement will be executed, second statement will be executed, third statement will be executed, fourth statement will be executed. So sometimes the program controller will jumping from one part of a program to another part of a program like this manner. So when the program controller is jumping from one part of a program to another part of a program, such type of statements are called as a decision making branching statement or selection statements. So when the decision takes place based on a condition, so then these type of statements are called as a conditional decision making branching statement. So when the decision takes place without any condition, so then that such type of decision making branching statements are called as a unconditional decision making branching statements. So here in this case, conditional decision making branching statements are classified as a two types. So mainly if else statement and a switch statement. So if else statement is a two-way decision making branching statement and a switch statement is a multi-way decision making branching statement. Okay, this is regarding a decision making and branching statement. So decision making branching statements are nothing but so these statements are used to jump the program controller one part of a program to another part of a program, or so these programming statements are deciding which statement should be executed based on a specific condition or without any condition. So if the decision takes place based on a condition, then it is called as a conditional decision making branching statement. So if the decision takes place without any condition, so in such case it is called as a unconditional decision making branching statements. So next we will discuss about the looping statements or iterative statements. So looping statements are nothing but so the statements which are used to decide so which statements are executed repeatedly. So those statements are called as a looping statements. So observe this here. So some statements here we are defining some statements like this. So these statements will be executed repeatedly. So based on by using some control structures. So those type of control structures are called as a looping or iterative statements. So looping is nothing but repeating the execution of a block of code is called as a looping statements. So C language supports three types of looping statements like do while statement, while statement, and for loop statement. So do while statement is an exit control looping statement because so it checks the condition so at the time of exit from the looping statement. So next while and for loop are both are entry control looping statement because so before entering into the body of the loop, so first the condition is tested. So that's why these two are called as a entry control looping statement. So this is regarding introduction about the decision control and looping statements are control statements. So generally control statements are used to control the flow and execution of the statements within a C language, and these are classified as a three types. So decision making branching statements and sequence statement and looping or iterative statement. So selection statements are jumping statements or decision control branching statements are used. So selection control statements are used to jump the program controller from one part of a program to another part of a program, and looping statements are used so to repeat the execution of the block of statements. So for that purpose we are using a looping or iterative statements. So sequence statements are nothing but these statements are executed in sequential manner. Okay, thank you. This is regarding introduction to control statements in C language.